My name is Chris Reese, and my wife Callie and I, and our two kids, Mason and Mallory, we've been attending Church Project for about 2 years now. Hooked into a house church, really great house church.
The people in that house church have become our family.
For the past few years, I've been repeatedly applying for my dream job, which is to be an air traffic controller. In January of this year, I finally got the phone call I've been waiting for to go to Oklahoma City and spend 4 months at the FAA's Academy for Controllers. End of February, I moved to Oklahoma City and left Callie here with the kiddos.
Father's Day weekend came up.
I was in Oklahoma preparing for my final week in the Academy program.
I woke up with my son. I put him in his high chair to feed him breakfast, and he got done eating, so I got him out of his high chair, and I turned on Mickey Mouse. I ran to the restroom very quickly, and when I came out, he wasn't there. He went out the doggy door, and I knew that's where he had gone. And I opened the back door, and he's standing there, and he had a bottle of lighter fluid for the grill in his hand. I immediately knew that he had tried to drink it. I called 911 immediately.
I was able to speak briefly with the paramedics in the ambulance and with the ER doctor who tended to Mason at St. Luke's, and he had eventually told me, I really think that you should get home. And that was one of those moments where life takes your breath away. You feel like you can't get air into your lungs.
We were told that Texas Children's was on their way to pick up Mason.
That moment is a defining moment for me because it was the first time in my life that I had felt that degree of helplessness, of wanting to do so much for my family, not being able to right then and there. By the time I got to Texas Children's Hospital, which is where he had been transferred, they were just arriving as well. Seeing my son was really difficult.
They didn't know what the damage was, that he was going to get worse before he got better.
When we asked them if he was going to be okay, they couldn't answer us. So the next 24 hours, spent a lot of time on my knees. We were just surrounded with prayer, and we knew it, and we were just lifting it up to the Lord and saying, God, you are powerful. You can make this right, and we trust you. About day 7, day 8, Mason was well enough where they could extubate him.
When they extubated him and his little body came forward and his eyes opened, Chris said, this is what it was like to see him being born.
It was the most incredible experience. All these emotions just rushing out of me. I was so happy.
I can't explain, it truly was more emotional than the day that I gave birth to him. To know that God gave me a second chance at being his mom. He had no signs of burns in his mouth. He had no signs of damage in his intestines or his abdomen. He wasn't coughing, he wasn't sneezing, he wasn't gasping. He was perfect.
The one thing that I've found through this entire experience is a new definition of community. We talk so much about community at Church Project, and it's when you get to experience it as more than a word, it becomes a feeling, it becomes an experience, and that's something that Church Project really strives to bring for everybody. And we were able to experience that, and it was such a special thing to feel the community around us and to feel the love and support they were giving us.